Hey beautiful! If this is your first time here, I'm an intuitive tarot oracle reader. Now my dear, I hope you're having an amazing day and everything is going fine with you. If today's not the best day, I'm sending you tons and tons and tons of positive energy, and I hope everything will be well soon. Now guys, today I'm back with another pick a card reading. And today's pick a card reading, as always, is a very exciting one because it's all about important messages from your future self. So, what's coming for you in the future? And also, I'm open to any guidance. So, let's see what you need to know about your future and what your future self has to say. As always, my dear, I have 3 piles that you can choose from, and you can either choose the card or the crystal below it. So, this is pile 1 with the Hermit card, this is pile 2 with the Star card, and this is pile 3 with the Moon card. As always, my dear, please feel free to pause the video, or you can also meditate on the cards if you feel like you need a little bit more time to choose. You will find all the timestamps in the description box, but of course also in the comment section. And as always, my dear, if you're interested or curious in a personal reading with me and you would like to get further information regarding one, as always, you can feel free to email me. Lastly, my dear, please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate with you. But yeah, having said that, let's begin. Hey Pawan, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see, what important messages do we have for you from your future self? What do you need to know? What's coming for you? So as always, my dear, I would like to start with some tarot cards, and then we will dive a little bit deeper into the whole topic with some more oracle. So let's see, for my dear pile 1, what messages do we have for you from your future self? What's coming for you? What do you need to know? For my dear pile 1, what's coming for you? All right. Let's see. The first card we have is the Strength card. We got the Four of Swords. The Page of Wands. Oh my goodness. We got the High Priestess. All right. Too many. Only one, please. The Judgment. Oh, we actually have 2 cards here. I didn't see this one also fell. Okay. For my dear pile, too many. Only 1 or 2. 2 is also okay. Let's get you one last card. For my dear pile 1. All the cards. Only 1, please. One last card for my dear pile 1. All right. And we have the 9 of Pentacles here. Okay, all right. At the back of the deck, we have the 8 of Pentacles. So my dear pile 1, what important messages does your future self has for you? What's coming for you in the future? What do you need to know about the energies entering your life? So first of all, I would like to talk about the fact that I really feel like your future self is showing me that in the future, you will feel much more free. And that's a very interesting message in here. I feel like there is so much to this message, like on multiple levels. I see you breathing like so much more relaxed, you know, like worrying less and just having time for yourself, having time to relax and just being much more carefree. And I really feel like a huge reason for that is like this freedom I'm looking into here is actually coming from, first, I feel like some kind of financial security that gives you the opportunity to, yeah, feel more secure in life, right? And I mean, if we just think about it, there's so many people who unfortunately worry a lot, right? Because of finances. And although money is not everything in this world, it definitely can make you feel very stressed out or burn out and so much more, right? So I see that when we look into this future energy, you're moving into a much more grounded and secure place. And I want to talk about the fact that I see this is all you. It's kind of like this is the seeds that you've grown in the past and now you can harvest of it. This is all your hard work. You have created this for yourself. And I'm seeing that in the future, you will be able to, yeah, get what you deserve. Let me see. Yeah, this is really something I am seeing here big time. Your future self is showing me that this energy that I see your future self in, you feel so much more uplifted, my dear. You feel so much more also like centered. I really feel like there's something about you allowing yourself to live. And I know this sounds very weird, but like allowing yourself to be. Because very often, I mean, as I like to say, like we may be human beings, but we are more so human doings, right? Because we have to do so many things and we may constantly be in this cycle, but it may sometimes be very difficult for us to just be. And even like sometimes we even get shamed for it, right? I mean, if we don't do something, we get the feeling as if, you know, we're not productive and that's something negative and we should feel shameful of that. But there's nothing wrong for you to create space for yourself to just be and just relax and just enjoy and feel. And this future self of yours is creating the space much more than maybe you're doing today. And I feel like this is gonna increase your life quality and your overall happiness so much more, because it also gives you a space to be creative and just to allow your ideas to flow freely. You know, sometimes when life is too stern, we may not have so much room for creativity or a little bit of, yeah, moving around as we want to, because everything is set in stone. But in here, I see you guys creating space for yourselves, and this is gonna make you feel so much more empowered and also give you a beautiful space to get creative. Also, there is something about your home in here. I feel like in the future, my dear, you may actually either move out if you haven't done so far, or move to a different place, because this is a very interesting message. I'm seeing that you have the opportunity to decorate, and there is this emphasis on decorating here very creatively your own home. And I know this is a little bit like a random message, but maybe for someone this message gives you some inspiration today or some kind of hope, because I really feel like your future self is putting all their creativity actually into their home space, making it cozy and, you know, like beautiful decor. I see that coming through, and that's so interesting. Let me see. Yeah, there's definitely one message you're coming through, and it's always give yourself space to recharge. Always give yourself space to calm down. because I'm hearing that's what your soul needs. No matter how hectic, your life may be, always make sure that you create a sacred space for yourself in which you feel safe. This is something that is so important, especially when we talk about like difficult times, for us to have a space or an activity that makes us feel like we're grounded or we're safe no matter what storm is outside of us is so, so important. As an example, one thing that really helps me, an activity, no matter, how much turmoil is going on from the outside, is, for example, yoga. And it really helps me with connecting, reconnecting to myself. And of course, not only when things are going maybe a little bit upside down, but just like genuinely speaking, the Four of Swords for me is beautifully showing you. Your future self wants you to create a space for yourself. Like it almost feels like she's cocooned here, where we also have this heart, right? Where you feel safe, where your heart feels safe. Maybe it's a corner in your room where, I don't know, you can put some cute decor, or you can put certain things from activities that you enjoy, whatever it may be, but really give yourself a space in which you can always go back to. And I don't know why your future self is giving you this advice, but maybe some of you guys, you feel very often stressed out, or you're worrying a lot, and therefore having a physical space that gives you a little bit of security, it could help you actually, maybe. I also see that in the future, my dear, you have raised your vibration. Like, I see this coming through a big, big time. So your future self is showing me that raising your vibration is very, very crucial. And I literally see you so empowered. I see you full with life energy. And I really feel like it has also something to do with you just allowing yourself once again to be. I hope you guys understand what I mean. I mean, in our nowadays world, there are so many things we get bombarded with, right? Or so many things we have to do. And sometimes it can be very difficult for us to just sit somewhere and just relax or just be. Some people may feel bad about it if they do so because, they may have in their mind, like, I'm losing time, I could do something productive instead of that. But no, this is also doing something productive for yourself, for your well being, for your peace of mind, to just recharge, just take some self time. So maybe some of you guys need to incorporate that more so into your life. And of course, we all have different schedules. So, of course, you have to make it work in your own individual schedule. But your future self is definitely encouraging you to do that. Maybe it's even also self care. If you feel like you haven't done a lot of self care in such a long time, this is definitely an invitation here for you to maybe tonight, of course, take it how it resonates, but just do something very nice for yourself. Take some time for yourself, pamper yourself. It may look like something like very simple, or even maybe some people may say unnecessary, but it can make such a huge difference, because it is not so much maybe about, I don't know, like taking a bath, but it's more so about taking the time for yourself, however you want to express it. You show yourself that you're worth it, that you deserve it, that you deserve the time out of your schedule or your day-to-day life to just devote it to yourself, and of course do whatever it is that makes you feel good. But it's about proving it to ourselves, right? To allowing ourselves to, yeah, we're worth of the time. We deserve it. We're deserving of it. So maybe some of you guys, you need to do more things that make you feel in the space. And of course, self-care is always in a way connected to self-love. So yeah, and that's very interesting, my dear, because another message I'm actually getting intuitively here is that your future self wants you to know how much they love you. They love you so, so, so much, and they're so proud of how far you've come. Maybe you haven't heard this in a very long time. Maybe there is no one in your life telling you that. In that case, I am even more happy that I'm the one who can do that right now. Please, my dear, know that you've been doing wonderful. You've been doing so much, and your future self and me as well, we're both so proud of you for how far you've come. You always continued no matter what. You always took a step and a step and a step, and I'm so proud and I have so much respect for you. And really, you can also, you can be proud of yourself as well. No matter what other people say, no matter what other people tell you that you should have or how you should be at this time in your life, at this age, whatever it may be, that's not important. You have your own life journey, and don't allow others to shame you in any way, because you've come so far, and I see that in the future you will feel so much more uplifted and so much more, once again, free. I love that in this energy I'm seeing for you here, you're focused on yourself. And that's why you also take your life to the next level, whatever this, of course, means for you. Because you're focused on you. You're not focused on the distraction. You're not focused on all the chatting around you. All you care about is you, your own business. And I really see you, because of that, creating a beautiful, secure situation for yourself in which you feel much less pressure. But the work for this future, that's something you're doing right now. Here you're harvesting what you have worked on in the past, you know. Let me see. I would like to get you more oracle cards. For my dear pile 1, the first card we have is Detoxify. Ooh, Trust the Universe. Wow. And the last card we have is Relax. Look at that. Yeah, there is definitely something about relaxation in here. This could be something that you really need at this time in your life. But let's start with the Detoxify card. I really feel like this is almost like a guidance or an advice from your future self to look at your life right now and see how you can detox it a little bit, or how you can release what doesn't serve you. You know, sometimes we carry so much with ourselves that we're not even aware of the fact that we may be carrying stuff with us which is actually not that great anymore, but we're not reflecting on it, so we just, you know, assume that it's normal to have those things. But if you feel like, for example, there's something that needs release, this is definitely an advice here or a guidance from your future spouse From your future self. Oh my goodness, I've been making a lot of future spouse readings. From your future self to do that. And of course, detox may also mean like physical detox. Maybe some of you guys, you want to eat more health conscious or do more things that support your well-being, for example. But this can also mean detoxing your environment, whether it's like a person, a certain energy, or a certain circumstance. Your future self is definitely inviting you here to reflect on the things, all right? And I really feel like with Trust the Universe here, that's just like right on the message that I'm receiving. To have more trust, to have more trust in life. Maybe you sometimes feel a little bit unmotivated or hopeless, even. Trust, my dear, or believing can give us so much energy and can give us so much hope. And maybe you're right now at a time in your life where it could be better. I really feel like your future self here is telling you to keep going, to trust the universe, to trust the journey, because you're getting there. You're moving towards the right direction, and soon you will be able to see the results of all the hard work you've been putting into different areas of your life. But of course, always, no matter how busy life may be, always make sure you give yourself time for this, to relax and to recharge, because that's so important, my dear. If we don't make time for ourselves, later on we may be forced to do that, but it will be in a much more unpleasant way if it's, yeah, in a forced way. You know, for example, when we burn out. This is really for you here. Keep in mind, you're not a machine, you're not a working machine. Although very often the modern societies make us feel this way, but you're not. And make sure that you fill your cup. Because if you don't do it, who else will make sure of that? Right? So my dear pal one, this is all I have for you for today. I really hope that there were some messages for you that brought you some insights you were seeking. As always, my dear, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you and for allowing me to connect with your beautiful energy. From my heart, I'm sending you much love and much positive energy. And if you are interested in a personal reading with me and you would like to get further information regarding one, of course, as always, you can feel free to email me. And lastly, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, of course, I invite you there as well. My dear pal one, take care, my love. Hey pal 2, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see, what important messages do we have for you from your future self, what's coming for you, and of course as well, any guidance perhaps? As always, my dear, let's get you guys first some tarot cards, and then we will dive a little bit deeper into the topic with some more oracle cards. So let's see, for my dear pile 2, for my beautiful pal 2, what important messages do you need to know regarding your future? What does your future self has to say? Let's see. For my dear pile 2, what do you need to know about your future? All right. So, the first card we have is the Two of Swords. All right. Let's see. We have the Page of Cups. We got the Fool card. For my dear pile 2, what important messages do we have for you? Let's see. The World card. We have the Lovers. The Knight of Cups. Okay. Let me make sure. All right. too many. The Ace of Swords, and let's get you one last card. One last card, please. Only one. All right. Let's see. At the back of the deck, look at that. We have the sun energy. That's so beautiful. Wow, pile 2. Having the sun as the overall energy is definitely a very, very positive thing. What I can see is that with the sun energy being here as the overall energy, when we look into your future self and their energy, they're definitely very excited about the future. They're definitely excited about the place they're at. And this really shows me that in the future, you will be at a place or at a point in your life in which you will be very satisfied with where you are or what you've achieved. There is this genuine joy of just being alive and just being happy, really. Like, there's no other way to say it. I really see your future self being happy, period. And I really feel like we're getting some insights as well regarding this time in your future self's life and what you should know about it. First of all, I would like to start with this. I really feel like in the future, my dear, you will have manifested something into your life, and I really feel like that's love. That's gonna influence this this time in which your future self is in pretty much. So I see you manifesting someone in, but this is like really you. This is not, let's say, you getting to know someone like just like that. No, you have manifested this person, so it can either be someone you already know or someone you want to reconcile with, or it can also be a new person, a new love interest that is manifested. So maybe there are certain traits, or you have a certain vision of what kind of partner it is that you want to have in your life, and maybe even right now you're trying to manifest them. I see that in the future you will have brought this manifestation to life. And that's also very interesting to me because you're gonna see how powerful you are. You're gonna understand that, wow, like, this is me. I have manifested this person. So I can manifest so many things in my life, and I really see you being much more conscious or aware when it comes to your energies, because you see how powerful you are. So you want to step into that. You don't want to just give your attention to things that don't deserve it, or focus on negative things that you may then manifest. You really want to focus on the things that you want, on the energies that you want to bring into your life. So that's definitely very big for your future self. And what I find also very interesting is that, you got the star card as your card selection. And the star card, of course, is also all about wishes and dreams. And I really feel like in the future, you will have achieved this dream or this wish that you have. You will have brought them into your life. And as I said, I really feel like this is, or the majority of you guys, because at the end of the day, of course, this is a general reading, but I really feel like that the majority of you guys, this manifestation is about a person, is about a love interest. And it's very interesting to me that it feels like before manifesting them into your life, you had to take a decision, which was very crucial. And this decision actually helped you to make this happen. Now, you don't need to stress about it, okay? You don't know to know the decision like what it is now. There's absolutely no need for it. At the right time, the things will come together. But this is something I'm seeing. I'm seeing a decision. And in the beginning, it may even be a little bit difficult for you to take the decision. You may be a little bit indecisive. But you will do the thing that brings this person into your life. You will take the decision that manifests this manifestation, basically. And yeah, this is just a very small message. I guess some background information regarding the manifestation. But coming back to the message regarding the romantic partner, I see that. I also see that you will be official with this person. Like, you guys, you fell in love with each other, and there is a lot of love that you share. And I even see you guys like daydreaming a lot about, the future that you guys may want to create with each other. This person is also a very romantic person, by the way. And I feel like they openly show pretty often how much they care about you. And this person is very transparent when it comes to their feelings. Like, they show it to you. If in the past some of you guys have been in a relationship in which, like, your partner wasn't really that affectionate, or they didn't really show how they felt and stuff, this person is not like that. They definitely show it, like, openly, and they're very proud of it. Like, they're happy to do that because you're important to them. So why should they not show you how much they care about you? Also, let me see. Okay, I also see, my dear, that in the future, the energies are not showing me yet what this is connected to. Maybe we will get a message later on in the reading, but for now, I don't get what. But they're showing me that there is gonna be a point in your future self's life in which they're gonna start from the beginning, like start new. There may be an aspect of your life in which you're gonna feel this need that there has to be some change. Like, I need to bring some kind of change into my life, and you're gonna restart something, like reset it in a way. Maybe this is, for example, let's just say someone wanting to make a career change, or someone wanting to change their location. It can, of course, be anything. Once again, I'm not receiving yet what it exactly is. So I hope we will get some more insights in a minute about it. But for now, all I'm getting is that some kind of change which was voluntary. A change that you wanted to experience in life. And in fact, what was very crucial for your, I'm hearing, growth. So maybe, let's just say, and that's just an example, in the future, you're not very that much satisfied with your career, and therefore you take the decision to change something about it, to grow, to go to the next level. Maybe you feel very stuck in your career, and then you want to bring some transformation for you to start something new, or in some kind of field in which there's more opportunity for you. Of course, it can be anything, but this can be an example for that energy. A decision, or a change, better to say, not a decision, a change that you bring into your life yourself. And it makes you, and it allows you to start from new, and it gives you the freedom of exploring as well. And for some reason, I see, especially mind-wise, especially when it comes to your like mental level, it will bring you a lot of growth on a mental yeah level here. A lot of growth, a lot of wisdom, maybe through the experience. Sometimes we can become so much wiser when we experience life, and maybe that's the connection here. But I really feel like your future self, they are excited. So this is not a change that feels scary, or they have been forced to experience. No, this is out of your future self's own free will. Some of you guys may also travel a lot in the future. maybe that's something you always wanted to do, but you didn't really have the opportunity or the resources to do that, for example, financially wise. But for some reason, I see you, yeah, just exploring, experiencing, seeing, literally seeing the world. You know, we see this woman in here and she has this surfboard in her hand. So maybe you're gonna do certain activities that are very special to certain areas. And you may have never done those things, but you're just gonna go for it. You just want to experience and see because you deserve it. And I feel like there is a lot of new energy in your future, and that's gonna make your life even more exciting. Like, I see so many colors alone the sun card. I mean, look at the glowing energy from it, right? Maybe right now you feel like a little bit stuck, like your life being a little bit boring, and it's like the complete opposite of the energy that I'm receiving here. So your future self definitely wants you to be more excited about your future, because the future is bright, literally, with the sun card. The future is bright. All right, so let's see. Okay. You guys, are you kidding me? Like, look at that. Shine. Wasn't I just saying that your future is bright? It shines. Like, wow. Let me first get all the cards. I love this so much. I love this. Unleash your kindest self. Let's get you one last card. My goodness. And we have believe in your good luck. Wow. So with this beautiful new moon and Leo card, shine, being here, this is exactly what I'm talking about the whole time. I see you glowing, happy, joyful, shining. This is such a beautiful energy, you guys. I love this. I see your future self being so satisfied with where they are in life, and definitely, my dear, a huge guidance in here is to keep manifesting, to keep believing in yourself and in your vision. A huge part of manifestation is also believing, right? And it's also interesting how we have the believe in your good luck card here. Just to believe that even though you may not know how this manifestation comes to your life, that's not your responsibility. You don't need to know how. All you need to know is that it's gonna happen, and believe in it, right? And I really feel like, my dear pal, too, you are someone who's a great manifester. You came here to manifest your dreams and your wishes, and this is what you wanted to experience in this lifetime. So keep on going. This is definitely a very supportive energy for you to get motivated again. And like, I see excitement. I'm reading this energy and I can almost feel like your excitement when the manifestations come into your life. Like, I can literally feel that. And I really feel like this is what you deserve, my dear. So keep on going with your manifestations because you deserve it. And your future self wants you to know that you deserve it. And I want you to know that you deserve it. All right? Also, we have unleash your kindest self here. So maybe that's an invitation for you to be kinder towards yourself, or a little bit more gentle. Sometimes we may forget, that, or we may not even be aware, I guess is a better way to say it, that we're a little bit too harsh to ourselves, whether it's certain thoughts we have or certain things we say to ourselves. And of course, I mean, the most important person in our life, as I always like to say, is ourself, right? You are the first person in your life. And it is important to have a good relationship to yourself. And I really feel like your future self here wants you to be more gentle to yourself, because they are. Your future self is so gentle to themselves and so kind, so understanding. That doesn't mean that you may not be that right now, but if you feel like, okay, I'm sometimes maybe a little bit too harsh, or, I'm very like kind to other people and gentle with other people, but maybe sometimes I am too rough with myself. So if you feel like this resonates with you, then really if there's one thing you take out of this reading, is that be more loving and gentle towards yourself here. And the believe in your good luck card is like simply that. It's all about believing. And I really feel like this is another kind of, advice from your future self to always believe in yourself and in life. You guys, I can't even tell you how important believing is in yourself. Like, that's so powerful. Believing in yourself. Like, I could do a whole reading only about how important believing in ourselves is and how it literally can make a difference. This is for you to reflect on, because you can do it, my dear. You can do it. If there is one person who can go for it and who can achieve those goals, it is you. You're so beautiful, my dear. And your future self wants you to know that they love you. You deserve it. You have so much potential. Believe in that. Believe in yourself. All right? So my dear pal 2, this is all I have for you for today. I am not receiving any more messages. Please, my dear, feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading as always. Thank you so, so much for allowing me to read for you and for allowing me to connect with your wonderful energy. As always, my dear, if you're interested or curious in a personal reading with me and you would like to get further information regarding one, as always, you can feel free to email me. Lastly, if you would also like to connect with me more on Instagram, of course, I invite you there as well. My dear pal 2, take care, my love. Hey pal 3, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see, what important messages do we have for you from your future self? What's coming for you? And also any guidance perhaps. As always, my dear, I would like to start with some tarot cards for you. And then we will dive a little bit deeper into the topic with some more oracle cards. So let's see, for my dear pile 3. What important messages does your future self have for you? What do you need to know about the future energies coming into your life? For my dear pile 3, what's coming for you? The first card we have is the King of Wands. Oh my goodness. We have the Four of Wands. Too many. My goodness. Definitely too many cards. All right. We got the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, one card fell. Let me see. Oh, wow. We have the Two of Cups. Too many. Let's see. We got the Magician. Too many. any? Only one, please. Only one at a time. We have the Queen of Swords. All right, let me see. One card fell. The Hanged Man. Let's get you one last card. And we got the Eight of Pentacles. All right, so my dear pile one. What? Not one. You guys, pile three. What's happening? Oh, by the way, let me see. Wow. And at the back of the deck, you got the Lovers card. That's wow. So pile three, not pile one. Let's see what's coming for you. What do you need to know about the future energies? And what does your future self has to say? What do they want you to know? And perhaps also any guidance regarding the energies coming your way. First of all, I would like to say that, my dear pal 3, your future self is giving us like a lot of insights regarding your future energies. And there is a lot regarding your love life coming through. Like, that's the first thing I would like to say here. I'm getting a lot of insights regarding your love life. So what I'm seeing here is that, let me first say, of course, take it how it resonates, because this is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everyone. This is not a personal reading. However, I'm getting a message, and of course, once again, take it how it resonates, but I'm actually seeing marriage coming through. I'm seeing a long-term committed relationship that you are in this energy. And I can't even describe to you guys how much love I see in here. Like, I see two people fell in love like hard. There is so much emotional connection here. Like, you and this person may be in a honeymoon phase for a very, very, very long time, all right? Like, a very long time. It's incredible. And I just wanted to say it the way it's coming through. I really feel like for some of you guys, this can be a soulmate or a twin flame. And that's so interesting. The other pals did not get like soulmate or twin flame energy. But you, pal 3, that's something I'm seeing for you. And this is a very significant person coming into your life, because I'm getting a lot of insights regarding your guys' connection. So for some reason, that's important for your future self, so that you know that. Maybe because they want you to feel excited, or they want you to even get ready for this, you know, make sure that when this person comes through, you're ready for love, you're ready for this, so you don't run away, which sometimes also happens, right? Especially like in twin flame connections sometimes, that one is the runner and one is the chaser. So they definitely want you here to make sure that, reflect whether you're actually even ready for this. And if not, what you can do to make yourself ready for love. What you can do to make yourself receptive of love. Having said that, once again, I'm getting a lot of messages here regarding this connection. And first of all, I feel like before you meet this person, you will have been single for a very long time. You've been very patient, my dear. And that's so interesting. Like, this reading is so different from the other piles. I almost feel like your future self is making a space here and backing away, so you can get those messages regarding the connection. Anyways, so what I want to say is, for sure, some of you guys have been a single for a very long time. And as I said, I'm seeing marriage in here. I'm seeing a huge commitment that in your future, you know, energetically speaking, could be possible. And regarding who this person is, which may also, you know, interest some of you guys, This is someone who's, first of all, a lot in their fire sign energy. Well, of course, it could mean that they have some fire in their chart, which would be Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. But I mean, it doesn't have to, because I'm looking into their energy, I'm not looking into their zodiac sign. So they're coming off as a very fiery person, someone who's very passionate, someone who's very confident as well. And like they know who they are, they know what they have. And when we talk about how they go about life or how they walk through life, it's definitely in a very confident way, and like they believe in themselves. This person could be also very successful in their career or towards the path of becoming successful. They're very determined as well. And besides that, I see that they could have like a lot of leadership qualities to them. They could be a great leader, or they could also be a great boss, or like a CEO or someone who is in charge. Like this is their energy, that I'm receiving here. And it wouldn't surprise me if this person had some kind of business going for them, because they're definitely giving me this kind of like impression or energy. But of course, as always, take it how it resonates. Let me see. Looking into your future self a little bit, I see that your future self is moving into a much more protective like self. So what do I mean with that? Okay, that sounded very weird. So I really feel like there could be a guidance or an advice for you here to be more protective of yourself, or make sure that you have great boundaries. Maybe that's something some of you guys sometimes struggle with, or let's just say you can't say no. You sometimes maybe don't have the most like secure not foundation boundaries. So this is really like advice, I guess, from your future self to make sure that your well-being is taken care of. And if that means you will have to say no to certain people for your well-being, for your peace of mind, or if that means that you need to have better boundaries, then you go. You go, girl, you go, boy, or whoever you are, you go for it, because that's really what you need. And I can't stress enough how important this message is coming through here. That's very important for your future self. If you take one thing out of this reading, it's definitely to make sure that you do what is necessary for your own peace. You don't have to allow everyone new into your life if their energy is not good for you. You don't need to help everyone if you sacrifice yourself in the process. It is okay to say no. It is okay to put yourself first. That's so interesting. A couple days ago, was it the last reading, or there like a reading I did a couple of days ago, I received this message, and maybe you have been watching the other reading as well, but I received the importance of prioritizing yourself and putting yourself first. And it's so important and so interesting for me now that this message is coming through once again. So yeah, you could have seen the other pile as well, but even if not, we're focusing here only on your future self, and that's what your future self wants you to know. Prioritize yourself first, my dear. Of course, I see that you want to have a romantic connection. That's something I'm seeing. You want to be loved by a partner, and that's your right. There is so much beauty and love, right, in a romantic connection. It nurtures us. I mean, we're human beings, we need connections, we're social beings, and experiencing this beautiful love is just, it's like a blessing, which is also very interesting because I also see a soulmate or twin flame connection here that also adds to that. But regardless of that, we also have to think about, or we also need to remind ourselves that there is also another person who needs to love us, and that's ourself. Self-love is first love. And this is really a message that your future self is giving me here. That even more important than this external love, maybe even, is this love, the self-love. Because if our inside is not in peace or connected to, like our ourself, then it doesn't matter what's on the outside, because when we are a mess from the inside, we reflect that also to the outside, no matter how beautiful our external life may be. We can never have this beautiful life quality if we don't have this connection to ourselves, this self-love within ourselves. And I really feel like, my dear, that's being emphasized here, how important it is for you to work on a wonderful connection with yourself today. Love yourself first. Give yourself the love you want someone else to give you. Don't wait for someone to give you the love that you deserve. Start giving it to yourself today. That's basically the message in here. Of course, someone loving us is a wonderful experience, but we loving ourselves can even be more beautiful. So for some reason, that's coming through your self-love journey. And that's so important for your future self, you guys. Like, I'm hearing that the person who loves themselves, they glow the most. That's something I heard. And by the way, you guys, look at this beautiful card. Like, look at how she's glowing. It's almost like that self-love that makes her glow. That's her reconnecting to herself. That's her accepting herself. That's her understanding herself and loving herself. Believing in herself, right? And of course, in this illustration, it's a woman, but it doesn't matter who you are. That's just an illustration. I would like to get you guys some more oracle cards to, get some more information regarding this topic. Let's see. What important messages does your future self have for you? What do you need to know? What's coming for you? For my dear pal 3. Okay, the first card we have is Let Your Fears Dissolve. Let me see. We have Go Wild. Ooh, okay. And one last card. Let me get it. And we have Think It Through. All right, so first of all, with Let Your Fears Dissolve, this is for me connected to the romantic relationship I described to you guys. Really ask yourself whether you may have some fears around love, whether you have some blockages around love, so you can work on that. So when this person comes through, you don't take burden or baggage from a, for example, previous relationship with you to the next one. Make sure you give yourself the time to heal, to process, to nurture yourself. And really give yourself the attention you need. So when this person comes through, you're ready for it. You're ready for the love. Also, let me see. Another message I'm receiving here with the Go Wild card is, and that's very interesting. I really feel like that's another very, very important message from your future self. Allow yourself to do more things that make you feel passionate about yourself or make you feel happy. This can be starting a new hobby or doing something which makes you feel creative, or I'm hearing blessed, that's interesting, or just, as I said, passionate. But there is definitely the advice in here for you to do more things that make you feel joyful. Maybe you have a very busy life and you have a lot of responsibilities and things to take care of. So maybe sometimes just doing something for yourself, just something fun, just because it is fun and not because there is a purpose, or not purpose. Let's just say very often we do something because we have to do it, right? Like responsibilities and wise. But here you're getting the advice to do more things that just make you happy, period, or make you feel passionate, period. Make sure to incorporate more of these things into your life. Make sure that you keep your passion alive, whatever it may be. This spark that may sometimes get lost when we are in this 9 to 5, when we are in this study mode, right? Where we just have to do. Make sure that you also do more things that actually make you feel inspired. Inspiration, that's a huge thing here. Your future self wants you to become more inspired. All right? And of course, inspiration may always be connected to creativity. So maybe some of you guys want to somehow explore your creativity more. So definitely give yourself the space here to do that. What I find so interesting is that this card, my dear, the Think It Through card, and that's so, okay, I'm actually receiving the complete opposite message, and I can't explain why. I guess that's just like the intuitive reader that I am, like looking into the energy. All of this card says, think it through. I'm actually getting the message here for you to not overthink so much. Maybe you guys sometimes tend to be a lot in your headspace. Maybe you tend to be stuck there a little bit. Maybe even worry a lot about your future, about little things. Maybe you always tend to do or make things bigger than they are. Your future self is definitely giving me the guidance or the advice for you to do more things that also calm your mind. If you feel like you overthink a lot, make sure that you also nurture your mind. The best thing I can think about, of course, is meditation. It has helped me, for example, so much with that. Something I also struggled with a very long time ago. And I just want to say that if you feel like you overthink a lot, do something that nurtures your mind. For example, meditation. And my dear, of course that's not easy. Like in the beginning, everything is difficult. Everything, or at least a lot of things. And especially meditation for some people can be very difficult because like daily you get bombarded by so many things and you're like constantly busy and thinking, and so many like different like impressions you're exposed to, and then all of a sudden you're trying to come back to this silence that you have almost like disconnected to. It's definitely not easy, but I feel like for some of you guys it could actually really help you on your journey. So that's just a little advice there. Of course, as always, it's your free will to do whatever it is that you want or don't want to do, but that's just something I wanted to say here really quickly, because I feel like your future self also wants you to be aware of the fact that you may sometimes overthink, and it may make your life harder than it has to be. Is there anything more? For my dear pile 3, let's see. That's actually all I'm receiving, pile 3. I am not getting any more messages. As always, my dear, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to connect with your beautiful energy as always. Also, if you're interested or curious in a personal reading with me and you would like to get further information regarding one, of course, you can feel free to email me, my dear. Lastly, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, of course, I invite you there as well. My dear pal 3, take care, my love.